They'll run for the first time with a speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. You look at this Bears defense. And they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
They'll throw with May. They'll roll him out right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Down the right sideline. Inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kyle Pitts hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Browns need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. And he is going to lose yardage here. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw is Williams. Got him in. It's Brown. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. To throw, it's Williams. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Pat Surtain. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched the playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run for Gibbs here. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. You look at this Bears defense, and they've been excellent against the pass. The number 6 unit in the NFL.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the number 1 overall offense in the league.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. They'll try and throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. There's a short one. It's caught by Tanner. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They'll get 34 yards there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Not a bottle, that fumble. It's out. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. Touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are, and now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. They'll try and run it in with Burton. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Gibbs is in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may have been turned into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. May. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Flushed out right. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Counter play. Here's Gibbs. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
to the air. May. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jahmyr Gibbs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 21-0.
Bears nothing. Cam Little to kick off.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw, Williams. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jahad Campbell charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. 21-0 our score after one. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Vegas! What is up?
From the gun, here's Williams. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. And Xavier Worthy, 75 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. There he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Cleveland. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Bears 7.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. "21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Gibbs. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And the Browns 1st down.
5.
Throwing here is May. And his pass incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Crazy.
To throw, it's May. Flush to his right. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here's May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And then right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Remember, as they try to run the ball down here, Charles, this is the number 2 rush defense in the league.
So do you accept the challenge up front? Do you get your offensive line together, get your tight end in the ball game and say, I don't care that they're number 2. Let's go ahead and show them that we can run the ball anyway? Or do you do the best thing and throw the darn thing and try and get in the end zone?
Maybe that's wiser.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Williams. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Micah Parsons. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Crazy.
From the gun, it's May. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if the defender slipped or what, but he had a man wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
He'll buy some time right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The Waitman now to punt as he sends this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Williams. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's complete, left side to Worthy. They go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards down to the 13.
That's good.
Late in the season now, MVP chatter starts, and he might be on the fringe. This is always an award that goes quarterback or running back, usually quarterback. A lot of bias. Does he deserve consideration?
He more than deserves consideration because the way the game is played in the NFL now, it's a pass-first league, right? So that means that people are going to adjust their defenses for him each and every week, and he's still putting up big-time numbers. I know the quarterbacks, the running backs get it, but he should be firmly in the race for MVP.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. 2nd and 10. Williams going to look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Bears. And Xavier Worthy as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Now Tucker to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make our score 31-14 now.
Makes the score Browns 31, Bears 14. Justin Tucker set to kick
So
off.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Sam Little to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9-yard line.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. Now Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Sam Little to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Christian Gonzalez. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mucked that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll set up to throw. And it's complete to Mitchell. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Your son, crazy. Hey, what's that?
From the shotgun, it's May. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
What is that?
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Rolling to his right. Micah Parsons getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 41-yard line.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Williams. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but the Bears repeating, they are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down. At the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now here we go, son. Hey, what's that? Hey, five.
From the shotgun, May with it. Escaping the pressure right. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on third down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Crazy.
At the Bears' 44-yard line.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Play action. May. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That's into the hands of Worthy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
What is it on?
Looking to throw is Williams. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Bears first down. First and goal at the 6-yard
To throw, Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. To the air, Williams. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Mason Taylor, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Throwing here is May. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the 1st down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 104 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2nd down and a yard. On play action, May. Sliding out of the pocket. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action now. May steps away. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. From the gun on 3rd down is May. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
His kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, You never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Here's Williams. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost it forever.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Vegas, Vegas!
Throwing is Williams. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
To the air once more, Williams. Touchdown! And Xavier Worthy, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Jahmyr Gibbs, 24 yards. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his fourth, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
They'll go. Here's Williams. They'll roll, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On the give, here's Gibbs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now run by Gibbs. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 137 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Gain of 4 yards. 1st down, Browns.
Crazy.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Will Anderson showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Gibbs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Cleveland, they remain in the hunt for a 1st-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.